after the loss.
13 left. Right open.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Kill. Go, let's go.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Okay, ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, great job. Hey, watch the back. Go. Silver.
They go play action with Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Lion.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, Scott. Cowboy 80.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tight game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Hey, let's go.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll try. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown,
Bayshore Tootin, 44 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. There were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Watching that play unfold, you're watching him complete it. Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This is 2nd and 8.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one goes for 8 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at second down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Let's go now. 70 tempo. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Josh Hines-Allen in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Come on. Sack. Panther. Bronco 80. Warrior 70. Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. They'll try to do this himself.
And they'll be inside the 35 down the 34-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
Get it. Mustang night.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now 2nd and 9.
30 left. Hey, watch him right here. Go.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, he's still comfortably in command. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
40-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got him in. That's Bond.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Come on, set. 70 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm. Isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback? When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jaguars, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4.